Hey ladies and gentlemen, Carl Spreedy's here. I've got Marsa Mendro to my left. Say hi to the folks, Marsa.
Hello. My name is Marsa. Yes. Carl's work placement student, you get what I mean?
That's who he is. Marsa at Choco Takes Photos.
Definitely.
That's his handle, at Choco Take Photos. Check him out.
Gonna change it soon. I'm not quite sure to what yet. I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of like too informal in my opinion.
Too informal?
Too informal.
Not professional enough?
Not professional enough, exactly.
Very cool. Okay.
Gotta be like soul-gazing photography. Gotta have something else, you know?
Oh, man. That's my photography business. And we really focus on capturing the heart and soul and the essence behind the business owner so we can tell a visual story and have that business owner communicate, not just through the words or the graphics or the design of the website, but communicate visually to their ideal client, ideal customer, and make that client a lifelong fan of their work and actually make that client invested enough in that image so that they want to contact that person. So that's really what I'm passionate about. I've been working in small business for a long, working with small business owners for over 6 years. That's how long I've had my business, and it's a big passion of mine to be able to find ways for those business owners to communicate to their ideal customers. And I know the slog, I know the heartache sometimes, the challenges, the overcoming the pressures of a small business owner. And so that's why Soul Gazing Photography really allows me to be able to create a solution and help those people. And that's really, in terms of purpose, when you're choosing like a direction or a passion, that's really, really powerful, because I'm actually able to help someone who's got kids, who's got family, who their business is their kid, and they've been struggling, and help them find a different way of how they can communicate, and to get clients that cry after photo shoots, just about how happy they are about the images, or they've never had a good photograph of them in 60 years. Their brothers told them their whole life that they can't take good photographs, and all of a sudden they've got these headshots that they're so happy about, and just going to go on their website, and in the training, just really, really special. My other business is Decide Your Destiny, where we focus on personal growth, mental health, and really focusing on how we can become more sovereign beings and create more autonomy in our own lives of the directions that we want to take, so that we can break away the shackles of, our, mental limitations, or, when we've been growing up, or different sort of things that have kind of held us back, so we can break those shackles and step into our divine self. So, yeah, I just wanted to get on this video quickly and just share some of Marsa's insights, like what he kind of took away, because he's been doing work placement with me for the past 6 months, and we've had quite a few cool shoots. And
Definitely.
yeah, and one of the points that kind of worked out was that there's a lot of work placement kids that aren't able to find work placement, and so maybe this video can help people that are looking for work placement kids and seeing how they can incorporate it in their business, and also help work placement kids connect to the job, whether it's a plumber or a sparky or a photographer or someone in media. So what made you decide to, I guess you had to fill out a section that you want to work with someone in media. What made that decision happen?
Well, so I've worked, technically I haven't worked, but I've done some professional media jobs before. So when I was 13, I did editing for my community.
Yes.
And that community was a paid, like a paid video.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't get paid, it was like voluntary, but I did get that 15 minutes of fame, you know
cool,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Also my like lots of experience and what to do. Just pretty much just experience skills that I learned from from that one video.
Yeah.
So I chose media because I've always liked making videos.
Yes.
I've loved taking in the moment, the time, that one time, and then putting it into something that people can remember all the time. Not just in memories, but you have a physical copy of what it is. You get what I mean?
Yeah. The legacy that Marsa was discussing, I had an opportunity to take Marsa to a radio station. I co-host a radio show called Destiny's Performance, and I was able to get him on there, and Michael, the gentleman that I co-host with, asked Marsa off air, why did you get into photography, videography and media? And, knee-jerk reaction that we all have. It was like, oh, I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Michael, as that's what he does in his profession, he dove deeper and deeper, and eventually revealed that it was about legacy, it was about family, it was about identity. It was about what you can capture and keep as a time capsule.
It's so you can't forget.
Yeah,
you know?
so you can't
It's
forget. Yeah.
Definitely what it is.
And when you have, and everyone, I think a lot of people have different family lines or family that they aren't
they
connected
do not
to.
know that they
Yeah.
forgot or something.
or lost ties with.
Exactly.
And so you're finding that's the problem that you're solving. That's the need that you're feeling.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
interesting to dive deeper in that. And we also were able to take you up in a plane.
Ah, of course, that was really cool. Oh,
Yeah.
was it our first shoot was in a plane?
I think
that
so.
was really cool. That
Yeah.
was a great experience. Definitely, I did. Before that, I totally did not know that photo shoots could be like that. You know how like in like
What your perception was.
my perception was like like every photo shoot was like fashion photo shoot
Yeah,
inside a studio with
white
with
background, infinity wall.
balanced light. Yep. Now I'm just like, well, it's not going to be always like that, Like sometimes you have to take a photo in like dark areas where there's no light, where you
Yeah.
need to bring something.
Challenging, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
in rain, who knows? Like we haven't done that yet, but like
We'll do it.
maybe.
We'll do it.
Maybe.
But so I had an opportunity. I got the call the day before to go and photograph, a big media coverage. So all the major channels, all the politicians, and all the tourism people in tourism, and it was for a company that one of the people that were promoting travel was seaplanes, and so we were able to actually take photographs and actually go up in the plane. And that was an opportunity. So we're taking photographs of the whole media, behind the scenes, and then we were able to go up in the plane.
Yep.
And you were texting your friends, and what were they saying
It was pretty funny. They were kind of jealous, just a little bit.
at school?
Yeah,
In their
bragging rights.
textbooks?
You gotta have some bragging rights sometimes.
Yeah. You got.
Yeah. I mean, you have there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
And isn't it interesting that some of your workmates or schoolmates questioned the direction that you're taking with your career?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's different. It's and they look at it like the easy road or like they think you're going to have more challenges.
Yeah.
But you're trying to, hey, this is what I want to discover that I want to be doing now. Why not discover? And by the way, he's 16. Like, can you believe he's 16? He's already, he's built computers. He's been editing videos. He's been doing documentaries, music
Definitely,
videos
yep.
with his friends. So he's getting stuck into life. He's not going, I'll do this test and I'll wait 6 months, study a bit more, do this next test, wait 6 months, study a bit more, and then life will just give me opportunities.
Look, the thing is, in this day and age, it's moving really fast. You
Yep.
have to do something. You can't just. The school
Glad you
system
realize.
is too slow.
Yes.
It's not keeping with the times.
Keeping up with the pace.
Exactly.
Yeah. And look, there's lots of benefits to the school system. However, it's true, since
Definitely.
common schools, things haven't changed.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you got one teacher for 30 kids. And how is that one teacher meant to be a mentor for that kid?
Exactly. That's
In a world that's changing around that teacher, which is making him,
Yeah,
how do I
exactly.
even keep up with this world? Now I've got to
Exactly.
help this kid keep up with this world and direct him the right path. And then I've got 25 other kids, and then, it's
It's not really like they haven't changed the school system. It's more they're adding into it, but they never changed it.
Yeah.
So it's always
like
the
putting
same.
bandages on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so
A
would
wound
you-
that never heals.
a
So-
wound that never.
Exactly.
You heard it here first by Master Mendra. So what would you say to people, maybe business owners that are looking to hire work placement kids, what to look for? And then also maybe work placement kids, what to look for when going with a company. So
Yeah. So for business owners, I recommend, of course, hiring a kid that really likes your profession. Like really, really like it.
solid advice, yeah.
Like if they have doubts about where they're going into, I mean, they're good, but they're not gonna be, the best. They're
Yes.
not gonna be. They're gonna be helpful, but they're not gonna be too helpful to you. They won't be too invested into what you want to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, always try to find someone. And if it's gonna be hard, but
Yeah.
gonna, if you do find that person,
Find the right fit.
find the right fit. It's
Yeah.
gonna definitely
Yeah.
greatly impact your business.
And that's what I noticed. Like, I didn't need to have, Master didn't need to have experience, like in long experience in taking photographs and, many clients, because I could have chosen, I've employed people, in photography and different sort of things. And I employed someone who had, like a major like scientific degree and like all these different sort of like things. And it didn't quite work out, but Master worked out. And I guess from a business point, I can answer the business question is that when you're hiring someone, really find someone who can see it as a long term. Hey, I want to be in this long term. I see a long game here. Because then they're thinking about every little thing that you teach me, everything I pick up, every mistake that I learn through is going to help set me up long term, rather than I'm just going to, learn, do this little bit now so I can get this marked off in my repertoire and jump to the next thing.
Exactly,
and that's what I
yes.
found when I was employing people. If you don't find the right fit, it can cost you money. If you find the right fit, it can really help your business grow. And so with Martha, it was really good to see someone who's passionate, interested, and has that long-term vision. And maybe share some of the takeaways of, I guess, what we've been doing outside of the kind of shooting days, where we've been write your goals. And
exactly,
that.
and
Yeah.
just like goals. So that made me really think of what I actually wanted to do.
Yep.
And although we might have different goals,
Yes.
but our goals kinda align. It's like
Yeah.
parallel to
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
So like,
And they're
you
in similar
wanna-
fields. So
Exactly. Yeah.
even if I can't, if at my company you can't grow with your goals in that direction, maybe I can put you in touch with another person.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that was one of the things I really wanted to do with the time with Martha, was to introduce him to friends that I know that are in videography and documentary and other media sort of sources, because those people may be able to actually give him opportunities in the future, say that I might not, depending on where the business goes, where his vision and his dreams and his goals go. So I think that's always an important thing.
Exactly. Definitely.
And that's about doing the extra step, thinking a bit more of his legacy, my legacy. Like I'm putting him in touch with this person, and just thinking a bit more beyond, hey, just do this job for me today.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
if you can I think you just have to get on the same page. As a business owner, you have to really communicate everything thoroughly.
Definitely, because we have like less experience.
Yeah.
So you have to think that since we have less experience, like you have to think to our level, where we don't have experience. You guys also need to think that we need all the information you guys can give us, so we can follow through perfectly and have that experience. So next time, maybe you don't have to give us too much information, and we'll be like, oh yeah, we know what to do now.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Learning.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that made me the happiest was when you said, through this experience, what did you say about the communication when we were driving back from the radio station? You're like, what you've learned most, and it was like,
Yeah, definitely
'cause you could learn
communication.
photography. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Martha said to me that he learned his communication skills is one of the biggest things that he's learned through working with me introducing him to people, putting him on a radio station, putting him in these different networking
Yeah,
and different
yeah, exactly.
positions. And that made me the happiest, right? Like, even though, you want his video skills to improve, you want his photo skills, you want all these different skills to improve, the fact that his communication skills improve, that's, I think, the most important thing for the next generation. I'm really aware of how important communication skills have been in my life, in my career, in where I'm going. And I realize the challenges of your generation with communication. And I don't need to communicate. I don't need to talk to you or spend time or go and meet you or call you. I can just send you a Snapchat and say
Yeah,
hi,
exactly,
and then that's
yeah.
done for the day. So, what would you say? I guess, do you think communication is probably one of the biggest things that?
Well,
some of the things that your generation needs to really learn to set themselves up for the next.
I think what we need to learn definitely the most is that communication, of course, communication to other people. The other thing is to realize that even if you're down, you can get up. So that's always how it goes. You
Heard it
know?
here first, folks.
Like, okay, so personally, I've never been that down, but in life goes up and down, up
Yeah.
and down. It
And
goes
you
like
got
in
friends,
waves.
we've all
Exactly.
got
Yeah.
friends that have
we all
that.
have friends. Yeah.
That we can see struggling a little bit more or
Yeah,
finding
exactly.
harder times. And it might not be, you shouldn't worry about that. That didn't bother me. It's like, no, you just got to kind of see how you can help each other.
And also another part about our generation is that we wait too long.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to start going, start doing, stop thinking, do.
Inspirational, man.
Exactly.
I can see you speaking one day.
Oh no.
I've got to let you know,
Yeah.
the next shoot we're going to be doing, you're going to be speaking on stage in front of 20,000 people.
Hey,
Yeah.
you said that?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, why didn't you tell me in an email or something before? You know?
Sorry, man. It must have gone junk mail. Maybe you didn't get it.
Oh no, I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
Well, you'll be cool. It's
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
cool. I'll see what. I'll make something up. You know, that's how it works.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how it works.
Next Tuesday. Ready for
Exact-
Tuesday?
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Easy.
Cool. Got to keep him out of his comfort zone, guys.
Exactly. That's how it works.
So, would you say that's another big challenge is you'd want the next generation, your fellow peers, to be looking at ways they can get out their comfort zone more and more, because that's where growth is.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. How are you gonna grow if you're gonna, the saying, what is it called? Man, got the saying.
You don't grow if you don't go.
Exactly. If you don't grow, if you don't
We'll roll
go.
with that. We'll roll with that one.
We'll roll with that one. That one's pretty good. Or high risk, high reward. You know, you
There
gotta
we go.
you gotta have something.
Exactly.
Get out.
So, where can people follow you, Marta?
Instagram, pretty much just Instagram. I haven't really set up anything else. Choco Take Photos.
Choco Take Photos.
Yep. So I have not uploaded photos in a long time because I've been pretty busy with a lot of other stuff. Music videos.
documentaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
After that though, I'll be posting photos, videos. Everything, man.
And any
You get what
last
I mean.
thoughts to the viewers? Comments
Okay.
for the youngsters?
Youngsters, when you want to pick your work experience student, work experience mentor, I recommend you pick someone that you can depend on. So, someone that really wants to teach you.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find a person like that, but when you do, it will definitely greatly benefit you a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
You learn so much from it. I mean, I really
bro.
thank you, Kyle, because
No worries.
I've learned so much from this job.
my
and
pleasure, bro.
everything. Thank you. That was very awkward, but you know
But
what?
you know what my brother
Whatever.
told me? He said when I would go to give him a fist pump, he would do this. He'd put his hand up, and so he'd say it's a pineapple.
Oh.
So he'd go like, he'd be so keen to do it, like, let's do a fist pump.
Yep.
And then he'd be like, pineapple.
Pineapple, okay.
I don't know what it means, but
Yeah,
it's
I
a
don't
young
either.
blood thing.
Nope, I
No,
don't
no.
either. No.
No. But thank you so much, Master. Really, really appreciate you jumping on
Yep, no problems, no problems.
and sharing it. I think this kid's very inspirational. I'm actually excited to see where you take your destiny, man. And I think that's the cool thing for me is to, obviously when you hire someone, it's not just they're learning, you're learning. You're learning how different ways to communicate, different ways to organize, different systems you need to create, different parameters, what you want to be. So I didn't just want to say, hey, here's the photos. And I've been able to take him on planes.
Okay.
Been able to take him, put him on a radio station.
Oh, man.
Put him in some probably out of his comfort zone experiences.
Definitely out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
especially that one part, the BX meeting. Oh, that was out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, networking.
That was a bit too much.
Probably networking's the next level.
Yeah, that's the next step right there.
next
You know?
step. Yeah, got him right in front of everyone and then got him to speak and just kind of share about himself, which is the most important thing, I think, to learn as a youngster is communication, how to speak and
Definitely.
how to transfer, this is what I do, hey, and then can I help you? That's how you get opportunity.
Yes.
So I guess I wanted to kind of do this video just to pick your brains a little bit, Marcia, and just let the folks at home learn a little bit more about what it's like to be work placement. I did hear you saying it was something that was, as soon as there's something that's highlighted in society that I can see improving, I want to kind of focus on that and just see what sort of resolutions we can find through that. So with work placements, you said that there was quite a lot of people that were looking for work placement.
A lot of students are actually looking for work placement because it's very important, definitely.
Yeah.
And as like a young student, we don't really have that much experience.
Yep.
Like we have limited skills. It's a bit hard to be in that field that you want to be in.